That's right. Merry Christmas, everybody. Wow, we are actually at the end of it. Yeah, I'm gonna start off with an apology. I sorry that we didn't get through as much as the 12 Days of Jetfuelled Christmas as I would have liked to. Um, but hey, personal stuff going on and getting ready for the holidays made me busy as hell. So I guess we ended here with this amount. And I'm pretty happy with what we pulled out by the end. I'm actually happy that for the last day of this year's Jet Fueled Christmas, we ended up pulling out from the random mailbox Dead Rising 4. Oh my god, what can I say about this game but let the sleigh ride begin?
Oh my god. You killed him?
What? No, he's just sleeping.
Oh. Okay.
Now, if there's something you guys don't know about me, I am a huge Dead Rising fan. My number one favorite zombie video game series of all time will always be Dead Rising, and nothing will ever top it. I've played each and every single zombie game that ever comes out, all the way down to your Left 4 Deads to your Dying Lights, and they have never come close to Dead Rising. This is what I feel when I think about a zombie game. A big open thing where you use anything around you as a weapon. That is zombie survival to me. But then it kind of fell apart. Although another unpopular opinion, Dead Rising 3 is my favorite out of the whole series, and I think that game is solid. But I will admit, this made it go downhill. 4 did go downhill.
Respectfully, Professor, I can't actually believe you fell for that.
I love mini golf.
But with that said, I do not think this is a bad game. I don't. Far from it. I still have a lot of fun running around and mowing through waves and waves of zombies. It's just not as good as the other ones. That's the problem with this. On its own, it's actually not bad. But compared to other games that had more to do, more items, more interesting places to visit, and even 10 times better stories in every regard, the story of this is really bad. It's not horrible, but when you compare it to the rest of the series, it is bad. I remember that Christmas years ago when I got this as a present for Christmas under the tree. I unwrapped it. I was excited. I remember plugging in the Xbox One, getting it ready, popping this in, seeing that, I will admit, really good opening, making fun of Black Friday and all that, and getting so excited. But then the opium wore off.
All right. We need cover. That hotel looks good. 3 stars at best. You ever stop clowning?
Now, yes, now time to talk about the elephant in the room and discuss the bad things in the game. A few things I don't like in the game is, one, I outright hate that they changed a lot of The Simpsons. I hate that the system of just inventory and use an item has been swapped. Now, if you pick up a gun item, they have their own separate slot for some reason where you have to switch to the gun inventory. If you pick up a food item or health, it now becomes a med kit you just use in the midst of battle. Don't like those changes. One inventory and food and stuff that I down when I need it. That is it. I know they're trying to change it to be some sort of like mix mash of more faster paced gameplay and to fix some complaints, but it ends up grabbing the original formula that we all fell in love with and crumbling it and making it look kind of like all the other games we have nowadays. In doing that, you downgraded its charm and originality and made it more of just a hack and slash like other games. But besides that, the gameplay is still fun and addictive. I love the filling up a meter in order to get a big super special with each and every weapon. I love the types of weapons we get. I don't at all mind the exo-zombie suits. They're not as good as the older Dead Rising games, but having a big exosuit that lets you use giant weapons and just fuse it, it's not as good as the other ideas, but still great. I don't mind at all the Exo Edition. It's a fun addition to the game, and I'm alright with it. I'm also fun all the other things I also find fun. I find all the other items fun, the way it plays fun, and yes, I am 100% okay with there not being a timer. The timer thing, I will admit, is something that gets you skill to. Like, whenever I play the old Dead Rising games, I will to a T be marking things down and getting stuff done on time. That is true, but I do not miss it at all, and I do not mind it being gone. Without it, I could care less. It is perfectly fine without it. The only bad thing the game has, though, is its story.
Am I under arrest?
Possibly.
Leaning towards yes.
That depends.
On?
How well you work with others.
Oh, well, shit, that's never been my strong suit. Just kind of stuffy in here, don't you think? A little fresh air, you know.
Yeah, the story is bad. The story screams of we really had no idea what to do for this game. The entire story is just let's play as Frank again, but by a different voice actor. Going to the mall from the first one again, but let's do it during a new built mall during the season of Christmas so it feels different. Which, yes, that's the reason why it counts on this list for 12 Days Jetpack Christmas. It is technically a Christmas game. It takes place during it. And on top of that, the entire story is just, hey, here's some stupid bitch student that I don't give a shit about, that does nothing that annoys me, does nothing but cause problems, and the entire story of the game is getting caught in this bullshit to save an annoying character I do not like. I'm sorry, but it is horrible. Even down to its bad ending. You do not do an ending like that unless it's something big, impactful that actually matters. But the fact that it was used for some stupid character I could literally care less about, you ended up wasting my time. The story is hot garbage. Story's hot garbage. The idea of the scientists from the first game coming back, though, and not actually dying in the first game like they told us, that part's interesting. I wish it instead became a big conspiracy thing about the scientists of the first game coming back instead of this stupid fucking student that I could care less about. And the exo zombies are annoying too. I know Xbox was super addicted with this idea of having exo zombies. Just know, they're annoying, they're not fun to kill, and all they do is cause a headache throughout the game.
The ambush ended with gunfire. I have no idea if Hammond made it out alive. The end justifies the means, right? Using people as resources to get the next piece of the story? I keep thinking, this is exactly what Frank would do.
Yes, Vic, I am all the evils in the world.
And the DLC is not much better. Later on, addressing the fan outcry and even the developers themselves admitting that they knew it wasn't going to be that good of a game and they kind of screwed themselves in a corner. No joke, watch the whole What Happened video on that and you'll know what I mean. They tried to do some DLCs and updates to fix the game, but it didn't do much. All we got was a really cool Capcom Heroes mode and some weird Be the Zombie type thing that's only there because they knew how shit the story was, and it only exists to try to solve two problems. The Frank West Zombie DLC is made just to try to retcon and fix the garbage ending of this game, and to bring back timer mode for fans who, for some reason, were really upset that there was no timer in the main game. It tries to wrap those two things up, but it doesn't matter. The game's story was bad enough, and the damage was already done. I mean, the fact that you guys didn't even have psycho battles in the game, which, once again, see the video, you know what I mean, on how they screwed themselves over and why they couldn't. But I hate the Maniac system. I know it's supposed to be just a mini quick version of Psycho Battle. Hey, instead, it's just Psycho Battle NPCs called Maniacs, and they're smaller and quicker. I get the plan, but just don't do it at all. Either have Psycho Battle the way it's supposed to be, or piss right off. Because I remember when I saw this, and I saw there was no Psycho Battles, no cutscenes, nothing, I lost my shit pissed. You need to have Psycho Battles. But with that all said and gone, and Capcom Vancouver being so far up their own ass that they couldn't even make up their goddamn minds on a 5th Dead Rising game, doing all sorts of garbage ideas such as, fuck it, it's Dark Souls now, they ended up burying themselves. This is one of those situations where shortly after Capcom Vancouver shut down the development team due to the fact that they were really good at squandering and splashing and throwing their money around without ever making up their mind or knowing what they're truly doing. I'm sorry, but this is one of those situations where they destroyed themselves. But with that said, of course, I'll still miss Capcom Vancouver. And unlike other people, I don't want to see the series go on without them. I think they were the driving force of the series, and I really wish I could get another Dead Rising game with them at the helm. But, yeah, that's Dead Rising 4.
Bring it, weirdo!
And sadly also, that is the end of the 12 days of Jetfuelled Christmas. Yeah, I'm sorry it didn't go as long as I usually do. Hell, even the first year of Jetpack Christmas lasted longer than this one. But after dealing with sickness and preparing for the holidays and running around left and right, making sure that you get the family together and you know what you're doing, and also, maybe a little hint I'll drop here, and also working on another project behind the scenes took a lot of time away from me this year to do the 12 days of Jetfuelled Christmas. But I still tried to get as much as I could for you guys done, so I hope that was fine. I promise next year I'm going to actually fulfill and try to hit the 12 years. Hopefully we will. We'll at least top 5. I promise we'll at least top 5. But, yep. That's the 12 days of Jetfuelled Christmas. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for choosing to watch the 12 days of Jetpack Christmas for your holidays this year. Remember, it's the season of giving and the time of thinking with your heart instead of your head. Get people that don't have much things. Get them food, gifts, help each other out wherever you can, and just be all out spiritual with each other in this spectacular season. I hope you guys all have the best Christmas ever, the best Hanukkahs, the best holidays, whatever. And I'll see you guys soon for another Jetpack Retro. See you guys.